Cenovi primarily is into disaster recovery management. Our main area of focus is to automate the IT-DR process. So enterprise IT has 34 different processes as defined by the ITIL v3 now. Now in that, IT service continuity management is one of the IT processes that primarily deals with two areas. One is the HA, high availability, another is the disaster recovery. So we focus on automating the entire IT disaster recovery process, which means that whenever there are failures, whenever there are outages on my production side, any large scale failures, which could be power related, which could be a data center flow related, anything that affects more than a given server, then we come into play. The disaster recovery comes into play. It could be a failure, it could be something to the near side, it could be something to the remote side, but the disaster recovery comes into play whenever there is an outage which impacts more than a single server, right? So in those situations, there are certain processes that customers follow to be able to restore their production services in an alternate location. So our software helps in automating that process, providing visibility into that process, and then ensuring that these systems can be recovered within the service level objectives. The DR market is in a very nascent stage right now. Only the very large companies had defined BCP DR programs, not so much of the BCP but the DR programs. Very large companies world over have defined DR programs primarily based on their backup and recovery systems. Backup and restore is a tape-based backup and restore. So to be precise, the global Fortune 500 companies also would have defined backup-based DR plan historically. That means that you can only do recoveries 1 day old or 3 day old, never real time. That kind of model was not there for Indian companies. Indian companies don't have even that too. Indian companies and organizations never even had any DR plan based on backup systems. They have started implementing backups. So overall, the DR is an nascent stage where customers now are in several states of deployments. There are customers who have just production sites, no DR. There are some who are thinking just deploying DR. Very, very few of them have already deployed and then are in the doing drills and then following it up in a regular way.